You can call me stupid, yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy, you can say I'm weak.
Yo, what's going on? How you guys doing? Hey, happy Saturday. Let's get to work. So, first of all, thank you for everybody coming into our 4-day webinar. There was 2,600 people registered for that webinar. I was seeing hundreds of new people every single day. Each day, class was running 2-3 hours. So I think we got a lot of awesome material going. If you're a brand new trader or just somebody that's been trading for a while and you need a touch up, you've got to rewatch those webinars. They're a huge help, and they're also a great lead-in to our 60-day boot camp that we have starting on July 31st. I have so many of you guys already registered. I've been making phone calls, working with people on their trade plans and trade journals, and we still have room for more. And so definitely hit me up if you guys are interested or have any questions or just want a trading consultation about it, to see if it's something that could take you to the next level if that's where you want to go. But in the meantime, what I wanted to do today, so one of the questions that everybody asked me in the 4-day boot camp was to talk a little bit more about VWAP. So VWAP, guys, stands for volume weighted average. And so what that essentially means is it's the average price of all the buyers and sellers that are trading it on a particular time frame. So how I use the VWAP is during certain times of the day, I'll actually use the VWAP as a way to measure support and resistance. No different than a moving average. And so I'm going to walk you through kind of a trade that, we took in our chat room just the other day that really kind of encapsulates just how simple the strategy is, but why it's so important. So, we're trading live in front of these guys every day, but on Thursday, I believe it was, I ripped a really just quick. It was like maybe a 15-minute trade, but maybe like $400 on this IRBT. And it essentially was just a VWAP flag. And so what I did on the trade was I used a combination of VWAP and our flag pattern that we learned in the 4-day boot camp and kind of combined them into taking a quick day trade. Now, I didn't go in like big size or anything like that, just a couple hundred shares to take a really nice ripper. I'm going to show you exactly how I use it. So, let's whip out our trading platforms. Remember, for those of you guys that don't have your own, we set up on the 4-day class how to set up charts and all that stuff. So you guys should have total ability to now go out and kind of make your charts look just like mine. But this is actually a really cool setup. So I'm going to go back to that day that we made this trade. So this would have been on Wednesday. My apologies. So you can see here on Wednesday, IRBT had like this big move to the upside, right? So this stock had some positive earnings out. It was a complete surprise. And out of all the earnings gappers, this was one of the ones that was my favorite. Why? Well, when you think about like a stock like an IRBT, let's go to the historical chart real quick. One of the things that you'll notice about IRBT in general, when it moves, is that it tends to, when it has news out, has like a really big range. You can see like this particular day, it went from 70s down to 56. It has like routinely the ability to make like really big moves. And, a lot of times these big short ones, we've really nailed them. But this time it was moving to the upside. And so I've seen it in the past. You can see this particular day went from 94 to 110. So I've seen it in the past make moves before. So when you think about earnings gappers, you want to always narrow them down. Like during earnings season, there's going to be 30 or 40 of them that you're going to go through on your list. So for me personally, I always put the stocks and I rank them, but I always put the stocks that have the ability to move the way I want, and then also have a past history of making big moves. So like if I've seen this thing make big moves 3-4 times in the past, I know that there's a chance that, you know, maybe when I get into it, or if I try to get it at the open, it can do the same thing. But let's get back into the pattern. So this is like a really simple way to use the VWAP. So what you can see with this IRBT is a rush from 80 to 87 in like a hot second at the open. You guys see that? That's a big range. That's what I like about the stock. Like, it has that ability to make a big move. Now, unfortunately, I missed all that opening move, right? Go frigging figure. But as with anything in trading, you never want to get the FOMO. Like, if you miss that opening move, don't sit there and worry like, shit, like, I missed it. Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to get to play it. A lot of times that leads people to chasing it. But what we want to do after that open, if the move is really, really big, like $5, $10, what I want to be doing is hitting those first pullbacks to support. And so, you know, with this one, I call this like a VWAP flag, which is a combination of a VWAP bounce and a flag pattern. So you can see after this big push up, you know, all I did was just draw a trend line down to my VWAP pattern. Notice how it starts to hold here. So I won't just blindly buy it, right, and do a pull and pray if it hits the VWAP. What I need to do is see if it holds. And then as my trend line starts to form, I'm just going to add a few hundred shares of this thing over here and put my stop right under support. And now I've got a primary first target back up over here. And, you know, if it can get higher, then so be it, right? We can raise up, you know, our stop losses and let that thing digress. So it wasn't a huge runner or anything like that. This is just a simple kind of strategy that you're using after the open that can get you some nice quick bounces and just some trading income. I like this type of trade because, you know, you can get a nice 3, 4, 5, 10% gain right off that VWAP, and you know exactly how to structure the trade and sell into it. So nothing crazy, just a simple flag, then use your VWAP. It's a scalping setup, so it's meant to be a quick trade. Most of the time, like when I'm in this trade, it's to make 500, 600, 700 bucks and just do it over the course of like 30, 40 minutes, right? It's not something I'm getting in to marry. This is just a simple day trading strategy, something that I teach all my students in our trading boot camp. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing some of you guys in our kickoff class tomorrow, Sunday at 6 p.m. So if anybody is joining us in the trading boot camp, let me know ASAP, because we have a kickoff class tomorrow where I'm going to talk to the students about their goals and just show them how to get started before boot camp even starts. That way we're getting in with our eyes open and ready to roll. So guys, thank you for coming to that big class. I had a lot of fun, and let me know what you think of this video. Take care.